So guess what? Trump is shutting down funding for USAID.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, USAID is a front organization for the CIA. The NED, National Endowment for Democracy, USAID. It's just how the billionaires, through the deep state, control the world.
Yeah.
It's how we do imperialism and hegemony. And
they make viruses in Wuhan.
That's how we overthrow, we've overthrown 100 governments, most of them democracies, since World War II. That's how we do it.
The president doesn't have the highest security clearance, which should bother the hell out of you.
Why did they make the U.S. blue and the AID red? Oh, I see, so they can trick idiots. So did you know that USAID doesn't even stand for aid? It stands for United States Agency for International Development. And their budget is bigger than the State Department and the CIA combined, USAID.
So what is USAID? When people hear the name USAID, they focus on aid. They focus on thinking like it's humanitarian work. But aid is not actually in the name of USAID. USAID stands for the United States Agency for International Development. Not aid. It's not a charity. And international development is simply capacity building.
So USAID is a black ops bank account. That's what it is. It's not it's not America helping other people any more than Gatorade is a charity for alligators. He calls it capacity building. What? What does that mean?
It is local and regional capacity building done across the whole world, i.e. internationally. The primal id in USAID, international development, is about capacity building of assets that can be used by either the Pentagon, the State Department, or the CIA for their own activities. So if you're the Secretary of State and you were asked by the National Security Council or the President to do something in a different country, overthrow their government, stop the passage of a bill in a foreign country's legislature, how would you do that? And the first thing that I said is you would look at the assets that already exist in the country. Do we need new assets in addition to the ones that we currently have, or are the existing assets, can they achieve this simply by giving them enough money, giving them enough resources, giving them enough training?
So, like, what they'll do is they want to create unrest in a country, they'll go and give billions of dollars to maybe some unions, or they'll give billions of dollars to whatever, some groups. They'll invent the groups.
One of the main ways that capacity building would be financed would be through USAID. USAID would say that it's doing something, funding a hospital system, funding universities, funding civil society organizations, funding media institutions, funding independent media in the region. Sorry, there's something in my eye. Independent media in the region on USAID payroll. And those institutions, those assets would then be bigger and more powerful and more capable more capable of serving the State Department's goal, aka advancing U.S. national interests.